Now, we're gonna change the subject from speakers slightly to amplifiers. This and the amplifiers is what I'm gonna talk about probably the next 45 minutes. Now, amplifiers first. All EV amplifiers are designed and made in Germany, and what you saw before was our German facility in Straubing, Bavaria. Now, talking about amplifier. Of course, we're hearing them all the time. Whenever we play a speaker, we're using our amplifiers and kind of demoing them. But how can you demonstrate just the raw, brutal power of an amplifier without making it a speaker demo? So actually, we had long discussions how to do that. And a few years ago, it was a little bit by accident that I came up with a pretty good idea to demonstrate the power and strengths of EV amplifiers. This was the time a few years ago when I was still living in Germany and flying a lot to the US, and pretty much I was flying every 2 weeks back and forth and back and forth. And one time I went in one of these big outlets for power tools and stuff like that, and I saw something. This was long before we even know that Bosch might purchase us. Found a nice little angel grinder that I liked so much, maybe because of the color, that I thought, wow, and it's cheap, $30. So I bought it immediately because, not that I need an angel grinder, but I liked it. Problem turned out, when I came back to Germany, and I didn't even think about that. At the end of this nice little thing, if you follow the cable, there was this connector. Now, we don't have these connectors in Germany, but even worse, this thing runs on 120 volt, not on 230. So that was not so good. So, when I found this out, I was not so happy anymore, because I got this nice little grinder that I like the color so much, but I couldn't use it in Germany. Till I ran into one of our engineers, actually, it was Joseph Tafner, the head of our amplifier design, and I told him the story and how sad, and he said, "Why? Christian, what do you want? You got plenty of amplifiers at home. You just bought a Q66, which is one of our smallest and lightest amplifiers, and you can use that." What? Yeah, you can use a Q66 to drive your 120 volt power tool. And I said, how shall this work? Here is how he explained me how it will work. You take your Q66, you take a tone generator or a 60 Hertz signal, because that unit is designed 60 cycles. Now, Q66 is an amplifier rated 2 times 600 into 4 ohms. So, you switch it in bridge mode. That should give you enough voltage and plenty of power to drive your little. And in order to do that, he even made me a very professional adapter. This thing, NL4 on one side, I'm familiar, and this is a typical Edison power plug on the other side. It's just that the combination looks a little bit weird. He wants to steal my amplifier, can you believe it? Unbelievable. Because this was with a Q66, this was many years ago. Now in the meantime, I saved a little bit of money and was just able to buy me a new one. And this is now our latest and greatest flagship of the line, the TG7. Now the TG7 is so powerful that I don't need to put it in bridge mode, because a single channel of a TG7 can easily provide 120 volt. What I do now is I plug in my super adapter, part 1. Then I need a 60 Hertz signal, which is the first track of the CDE. Not so much, a little bit less. Okay, good. Because actually it has so much power that I can kill this little thing. Because it's not a 230, it's just a 120, okay? Here comes now the two questions. Number one, will it work at all? Number two, will it have sufficient power without destroying the amplifier? So, now I need one person to volunteer to help me on stage. Only people with a very good health insurance, please. Yeah? So.
We have just one? Oh, no.
One? You got a good health insurance? Not if you're healthy, that doesn't help you. I mean, you got a good insurance because I don't have. Okay? Has to be. Yeah. Yeah, this is usually how you wear them. Yeah.